last year you had 8 girls on the team, 6 girls, and had just a phenomenal kind of movie-esque run. What was it like being a part of that?
It was a challenge, but it was fun. I remember going home one night when the girls were dropping, because we had a full roster to start preseason, and then literally like every other day somebody would send a text like, I can't do this. And I did my best to try to encourage them and change their mind, but I'm like, if your mind is made up, there's really nothing I can do. But I remember going home and telling my husband, like, dude, we have 6 players. And his response to me was like, he was like, you're not worried? And I was like, no. And I really felt like we had who we were supposed to have, and everything was meant to be the way that it was supposed to be. I think that had some of those girls stayed, we won't be as successful, because we would have spent a lot of time begging people to practice or begging people to be here. And the people who stayed, they wanted to be here. So they bought into what we were doing, and we were able to get the best out of them to make that national run. And even get into the national championship game, those girls gave us everything they had every single day. There were games where they couldn't get subs. There were times where they literally came to me during the game when we were shooting free throws like, Coach, I need to come out. I'm like, there's no one else. So just give me what you have. We'll go zone so you can stay in for 2 minutes. So I really believe it was designed to be that way. I don't think if those girls stay, we have as good a season as we had.
Again, we all saw it. We saw what you guys were able to do, but just to have that experience and to be able to tell this year's team, you know, hey, don't worry if we have X amount of numbers, we can do anything.
We stress that. We try not to talk a lot about last year, but it is our reality, and it gave us kind of a blueprint to what we want to do. We know what we're not going to tolerate. We know the expectation level is high. If we had 6 girls that can give us everything they had every single night, there's no reason why we can't do that with a full roster. So that's kind of our main talk. Like, you're either going to get in shape to get it done so that you contribute, or you'll watch and you'll be, you know, that cheerleader. And not to sound harsh, but that's kind of where we are. Like, we've done this with 6 people. So we're not going to allow one person to come in and just shift everything to a negative aspect. So that's kind of where we are with it. We try not to harp on what we did last year, but still keep it in the forefront of your mind. Like, if they can do it, you can do it also. For the people who don't know, junior college is not a bad route. Some of us are just not ready to go into a 4-year school. Some of us need to develop a little more before we, you know, go to our prospective destination. Don't be afraid to come to Owens. We had 3 All-Americans last year. We have kids that have signed to play D1, D2 every single year. If that's what you want to do, you've done it. All right, now you can't come and just expect it because you go here, but you do have to work for it. But I would like people to come out and kind of experience what we're doing here, come to some of our games, and just kind of get to know it, because we are the local junior college team, you know, and everybody needs that support. We have a lot of local kids this year.